Good morning, students. Welcome back to today's computer class. Students, tell me how many of you attended last week activity questions I have given in the last video class? Did you attend? Only I received 20% of the students have sent the answers to me. What about others? Others, do you have an important work than studies? Like a cooking, cleaning, washing, everything in your home? Studies is your first task. You have to give preference to your studies. If I am asking you to do, please report it back to me. Okay, it's to improve your knowledge only. All right, students. Today, what we are going to do is let me show you something. Okay, so here I have a notebook. I have a notebook. Okay, so something it's written. Yes. Okay, it's a storybook created by my daughter. She is writing her own stories. So what do we call this as? What do we call this as? Don't say story. Okay, just I said it for your reference. Okay. What is this called? Who knows the answer? How do we call this one as a? I'm showing this right. What is this? That's good. We call it as a page. We call it as page. Okay. Let me show you another one and tell me what it is. Let's tell me what is this called. I'm showing you a page, right? What is this entire page is called? Don't say that it's Indian culture and customs, okay? So on the whole, what do we call this page as? Who knows the answer? Yes, it is called web page. It is called web page. See, if it's a web page, how does it looks like? Can you tell me how does it looks like? Does it looks very attractive? Yes, right. You can see letters are in colors, and you can see pictures. Boxes are here, right? And see, in some places when I keep the cursor, you can see the cursor. Now we can see the cursor as an arrow mark. Now when I move on to somewhere here, you can see it is like a anchor symbol. Anchor, we call it as anchor symbol. Okay, and here also anchor symbol, anchor symbol, anchor, anchor. So in so many places anchor symbols are here, right? So this is a web page. In this place, from this place, if I click somewhere, what happens? See, I clicked on the anchor symbol. Okay, which from one page I have moved on to another page, and from here if I click on somewhere else, I will be moved on to again another page, right? So many web pages we can move from one page to another page. So what do we call it as? Collection of web pages are called as website. Okay, called as website. Today we are going to study about how does this web pages are created. Okay, how can we make this boxes, how can we add this pictures, how can we make by clicking this one to another page. All these things we are going to study today. Okay, another one is web page. Actually it's an electronic page. Electronic page. Okay, so what is mean by electronic page? So this is a page. In this page we are writing with the help of pencil or a pen, right? It is written with the help of pencil or a pen. You may use a color pencil, sketches, crayons, anything to make it attractive. And this one, the second one which I have shown, it's an electronic page. How do we write this page? Is there any idea? Through the computer, yes. It's through the computer only web page is created. So have you seen a web page I have shown you, right? Which has a picture, which has some writings, okay, which has a videos. If you click, that will show a video, everything, right? So which is created with the help of computer. And if I say in computer, which particular software it's useful? That is called HTML. Okay, so to create web pages, we can use one of the languages in computer called HTML. That means hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language. Okay, so the web pages, first let me say, normal pages are written with the help of pencil or a pen, crayons, sketch pens, etc. etc. Okay, so this is a way normal pages are created. So the normal pages, that will be, we are writing with the help of pencil or a pen, crayon, sketch pens or anything. But electronic pages, they are written with the help of language. They are written with the help of some any one of the computer languages. They are written with the help of languages. Okay. Do you know any computer languages? Yes, what are they? C, C++, Java, right? Python. So many languages are there, right? In this category, there are languages to create this web pages. One of them is HTML. One of them is called HTML. So who knows the full form of HTML? Last year also we studied, I think. Did not study in detail, but we studied the full form of HTML. Even 7th and 6th also we studied. Yes, what is the full form? Yes, Hypertext Markup Language. The full form is Hypertext Markup Language. See, Hypertext Markup Language. It's a full form of HTML. So what we are going to study, the next chapter is nothing but HTML. So the third chapter is HTML. About HTML, actually the chapter heading is more on HTML links. Okay, but as you people did not study HTML in the previous year, it's a new text, right? So I'm going to teach you from the basic. I'm going to teach you from the basics. Got it? So shall we move on to the portion? Students, it's a hypertext markup language. It is used to create web pages. So I'm going to teach you the basics of HTML first. Then only we can move on to the portion which is given in the text. Okay. So everyone listen carefully. What I'm teaching, it's not given in the text. That's the basics I'm going to teach you. Got it? So you have to make a note of it if you want. Once after I teach, you can again play the video, pause it and then write the notes. Whenever you study a particular language, okay, what do you study first? For example, let us take English. So if you're studying English for the first time, what do you study first? What does your teacher teach you first? Who can tell the answer? Yes, what does your teacher teach you first in English? First alphabets, right? The teacher will teach you alphabets like A, B, C, D, likewise, right? And if you take Malayalam, again Aksharangal. So E, likewise. So whatever the language you first study, you are studying the basics of the language. How to write each and every letter. After learning the letter, you just join the letters and try to make words. Then you try to make sentences, right? Similarly, when you study this HTML language, you should know the basics. So what is the first thing you should know is tags. You should know about tags, okay? So in English language, you should know alphabets like A, B, C, D, etc. goes on, okay? When HTML, first you should study about tags, okay? You should know what are tags. You should know what are tags and how many tags are there. That is what you should learn first, okay? So I'm going to teach you the tags in HTML language first. Shall we go ahead? Fine. All the students, please take your computer notebook, write today's date and chapter 3 HTML, and below write hypertext markup language. Please write it now itself. Okay. And then write English means you should know the alphabets. In bracket, write A, B, C, D. In HTML, you should know about tags. So we are going to study the tags in HTML. Got it? Fine. Fine, students. So we are going to study about the tags. See, the first thing is, see, if you are writing, creating a web page, you have to give a heading, right? Right? So if you want to give any heading, you have to use the tag called head. You have to use the tag called head. Okay. So whenever you write the tags, it should be enclosed with angle brackets. Enclosed with angle brackets. Do you know what are angle brackets? This is open, this is closed. They are called angle brackets. They are called angle brackets. So write it first here. One, what is angle brackets? Angle brackets, put a hyphen and just make this one. Two brackets, angle brackets. Okay, they are called angle brackets. So you hereafter, when I'm writing a program, I will be using these words. So you're not supposed to blink what I'm saying. You should capture what I'm telling. Okay, that is what I'm giving the tags first. Got it? So the first one is called angled brackets. Angle bracket means open and then close. Okay, then see if I'm using any particular tag, after using I should close it. I should close it. So how to close it? What is the symbol to close? Closing symbol is slash. Closing symbol is slash. Closing symbol is slash. So slash. That also should be within angle brackets. That also should be within angle brackets. Okay. So that is the second tag I am teaching. So every tag should be inside this angled brackets. Everyone write it in your notebook. Okay. Every tag should be enclosed with the angle brackets. And if you are opening a particular tag, you have to close it. After using, you have to close it. How to close? Angle bracket, one slash. Okay. Just keep it in mind. When I teach further, you will understand more clearly. Got it? Okay. So the next tag, third one. As I said, if you're going to create a web page, there should be definitely one heading will be there, right? So if you want to write a heading, you have to write it inside the head tag. Inside the head tag. Okay. So the head tag is heading. For heading is head. This is a tag for heading. So if you want to write a heading, first write this word, this tag, head. That means computer will understand that I'm going to write the heading. It will take whatever I'm writing, it will consider as a heading. Okay. So it is, we are making the computer to understand what we are doing. Okay. So head, after that whatever heading you want to give. So I'm going to write a poem. So poem is my heading. So over, my heading it's over, right? So what I have to do, so you have a clue here. So I want to write a heading poem. So I have given a open a tag head and written poem as a heading. Then what else I have to do? Yes, that's good. We have to close the tag. Every tag should have a closing tag. Maximum tags will have a closing tags. Okay. Very few only do not have a closing tags, but maximum tags have a closing tag. Okay. So how to write a closing tag? Again, open bracket slash. So what I'm closing? I'm closing the head. So we have to write it slash head. That means my heading is over. Whatever I have given in between the open head and the closed head will be considered as a heading. Will be considered as a heading. Got it? Okay. So this is a heading tag. Okay. So what is the syntax for heading tag? Head, then write whatever heading you need, then close the head. Got it? Okay, this is the heading. So I have written the heading. After writing the head, what I have to do? I have to write the content, body of the page, right? Body of the page. So if you want to write a body of the page, you have to use the tag body. Have to write the tag called body. Okay, and here whatever you need, lines and lines, as many lines you can write it. After writing, you have to close hold slash body. Okay, so this is a body tag. Got it? Okay. Next one, it's a HTML tag. So if you're going to write any HTML program, you have to start with the HTML tag. Okay. So first is HTML. Then whatever you want to write, you can write it here. And after writing everything, when you complete the program, slash HTML. Closing tag you have to give. So HTML and slash HTML are the main tags to start writing and end the HTML programs. Okay. So the next one is the fifth one. Sixth tag is called bold tag. So what is mean by bold? Normally whatever you are writing, if you give a bold tag, that will be bolder in size. That will give a bold size to the things whatever you are writing. So for bold handwriting, B, okay, then write something here, then slash B. Okay, you will get a bold handwriting. Then if you want to get a italic handwriting, then italic. So what would be the tag? That's good. It's I. You have to put it in I after writing something. Close I. Close I. Okay. And if you want to underline something, if you want to underline some heading, then you can use U. Underline. For underline U after writing something slash U in angled brackets. So bold, italic, underline. Okay, so similarly, we can just give a different handwriting style, font face, the font style also we can change it, the size also we can change it, even we can change the color also. We can change the color also. Okay, so for that you have to study another tag. Okay, so the tag name it's called font. The tag name it's called font. So font is the tag. So for the font, what are all the things we can do? We can change the style of handwriting. It's the first thing. The second thing is we can change the size of the handwriting. Third one is we can change the color. In MS, Microsoft Word and all the other applications you do, right? You select the handwriting style, then you give the size and then color also by clicking. Here we are writing it as a program. We are writing it as a program. Okay, so the tag name is font. So in font I can just give a style, size and color. So three attributes. The tag font has three attributes. What are they? Color, size and style. Style we call it as a face, the face of the handwriting. Okay, so open font tag and then give face is equal to. So that face you have to study from Microsoft Word. The handwriting styles, Korean New, Louisiana, MS Sans, so many handwriting styles. Times New Roman. Similarly, so many styles are there. You have to learn few handwriting styles and whatever you like. Okay. So now here I am going to give Comic Sans. So you have to give it in double quotes. Okay. Comic Sans. Okay, so first attribute I have given. I don't have a space, so I'm writing it in the next line. So second attribute is size. So size is equal to, again in double quotation you have to give the attribute. Okay, so size you can give any size, 20, 40, 50. Okay, likewise you have to give within double quotation. Got it? Then after size, it's going to be color. So color. Don't give COLOUR. Okay, computer, it won't take if you give COLOUR. You have to give COLOR. Okay, in computer terminology, color it's determined with the letters COLOR. Okay, so you can give any color, blue, yellow, green, whatever color, red, anything you can give. But don't forget to give within double quotation. Within double quotation. Let's over. So the font tag I have created with how many attributes I created? With the 3. If you have given only one, what happens to the remaining? Remaining will be taken as a default size and color, black color. If you are given, the same will be taken. Okay. So after giving font, you have to write something. And after writing, close font tag. Because the tags should be closed after the usage. Fine. Okay, students. So this is the font tag. Similarly, so many tags are there in HTML. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm going to just to show you how does these tags works. How does these tags works? Okay. Then one more thing, paragraph tag. Okay. So body of the content. If you want to make a 2-3 paragraphs, so what you have to do? You have to create a paragraph tag. Okay. So you have to create paragraph. So how to create a paragraph? It's P. Write the paragraph. After paragraph slash P. Got it? And this paragraph also has attributes. Okay, which side it has to start? That means alignment, left side or a right side, or it should be in the center, that you can give. So paragraph alignment you can give, even you can give a color also you can give. Okay, so now I'm going to use only one attribute, that is align. ALIGN. Align is equal to, give left, right, justify anything. Okay, so let me give right. Have you seen that again? I have given in double quotes. Okay, so these are the tags we basic tags we use it in HTML. So first I'll show you how does these tags works. Okay, so let us write the first HTML program. Let us write our first HTML program. Okay, first HTML program. We are going to write the first HTML program. Please see the syntax. The way I am writing, you have to follow the same way for all the HTML programs. Got it? Okay. You have to use the same pattern. Okay. The tags you can use anything as you like, but the pattern I'm going to give, you have to use it for each and every program the same. Fine. Okay. So whenever you start writing a HTML program, the very first tag, as I said, it should be HTML. Then after completing this program, at the end, we have to close it with /HTML. Got it? So the very first tag is HTML. So every HTML program should start with an HTML tag. Then at the end, after completing the program, we have to close it with /HTML. Got it? Okay. Then the next one. After the heading, means after the HTML tag, second thing is a heading. Heading for the document. Okay. So it should be head. And we have to write a heading. I'm going to write a poem. So I'm giving a heading poem. Okay. Then after that, the next tag is called title. Next one it's called title. Do you have any doubt? Yes or no? Yes, what is the doubt? Yes, I did not close the head. Why is it so? As I said, every tag should be closed after usage, right? So head I have given a heading as poem, but I did not close it. There is a reason. Always the head tag should be closed after title. After title, okay? So let me type here title. So in the title, what we are going to write? So you can write anything as you like, no restriction. So, but whatever you are writing, that will appear in the title bar of the web page. Got it? Where does it will appear? Which will appear at the title bar of the web page. Okay. So I'm going to give a title as my first HTML program. So title I have to close it then only. Then after closing title, then only I should close the head. Okay, so the title, it's like a subtitle which comes inside the heading tag, head tag. Comes inside the head tag. Fine. Okay, now next is body of the content. Body we have to start. So slash body. Then write the poem as you like. After writing slash body. Okay, body is closed. So my web page is over. So what I have to do? I have to close the HTML tag. So here put slash HTML. So the program is over. The program is over. Got it? So this is the way you have to write the program. I'll explain you again. Every program should start with a HTML tag. And after writing, the last one should be the closing tag of HTML slash HTML. Okay, then the very first thing it's a head. Means heading we are giving for the document. So you can give any heading as you like. So inside the heading, you have to give a title. So my first HTML program, it's a title. You can give any title as you like. Then close the title. After closing, you have to close the head because head is open here. Then body of the content. So you have to open body tag, type whatever you need. After typing, close the body. Mind everything it's over. Okay. So then when the program is over, you have to close the HTML. So this is the way we have to write HTML program. Got it? Okay. So you should know where to write this program in the computer. Okay, because we have a MS Word, so many apps are there. Where to write? We have to write it in Notepad. We have to write it in Notepad. You have to write it in Notepad. For that, you go to Start button. Okay, Accessories, Notepad. You can take it. Otherwise, in the search box, you write Notepad, which will appear. I hope everyone know the Notepad window. I'll show you now in the practical session. Okay. Then next one, it's after creating the program, what we have to do? We have to save it. Okay. So all of you just to take a new page, then write this one. Copy this also in the computer notebook. I hope everyone is copying what I'm just giving. So don't forget to copy this also. Next is just give a heading, things to remember. Okay, write the heading, things to remember. So the very first thing to remember is where to write the program, where to write the HTML program. Okay, so to create. What you have to use? You have to use a notepad. All of you write it in your computer notebook, okay? So you have to use a notepad. So how to open a notepad is the next question. How do you open notepad? Yes. There are two ways, okay? In the search box, type notepad. It will open a notepad, okay? Otherwise, or how to can go? Start button, all programs, accessories, then notepad. In this way also you can open. Okay, so two ways you can open a notepad. One is in the search box, type Notepad. If you are using a Windows 10 and 8 and above, you can just type it in a search box. And if you are using an earlier version also, Windows 7 and earlier also, in the search box, type, you can just type Notepad, you will get it. Otherwise, go to Start button, all programs, accessories, you will get a Notepad. Okay. So this is the way you have to create. So open Notepad and type the HTML program. So what we have to do after typing? Yes, we have to save it, right? So second thing to remember is to save. Okay. So let us you please copy everything. Okay. So to save. So how to save? After writing, you go to File tab and save, right? Same procedure, but you have to save it with a file extension. With a file extension. See, if it's a Microsoft Word document, you will be giving only the file name. The extension, that is .docx, will be added by the computer. And if it's a PowerPoint, .pptx will be added by the computer itself, right? But for this HTML, we have to give a .html by ourselves. That never ever forget. If you're saving with a .html, then it will become a web page. It will become a web page. Got it? So don't forget to save with file name .html. Okay. So how to save? Go to File tab, then Save. Okay. So when you click on a save, what happens? A save dialog box appears. Okay. Save dialog box appears. Save as. This is step 1. This is step 2. Save as. Dialog box appears. And make sure that you have a folder in your name. I hope everyone know how to create a folder. Always save it in your folder. Okay. Otherwise, no, you will get confused where you have saved it. Do not go to local disk C. Go to D drive or a E or a F, whatever you have in your computer. In the lab computer also it's saved. Never ever go to C drive, which has all the program files. So don't go to C drive, go to D or E or anything, whatever you have in your system. Fine. So select the location, then give a file name. Select the location. So third step is select the location to save your folder. Then in the file name box, give file name .html. In the file name box, give file name .html. Okay, the next point I'm writing, you write it down, okay, because I don't have a space. So fifth point is example poem.html. No space in between, okay, before and after dot, no space. That keep it in mind. Poem.html you have to give. Then click on save button. Next step, click on save button. So we saved it. This is the way we have to save. So go to File tab, save. Okay, save as dialog box appears. Give a file name with the .html. Even before, select the location. Then click on Save button. The file will be saved as a web page. The file will be saved as a web page. Got it? Clear for everyone? That's good. Okay. So the next thing is how to view this web page. You have written a program, right? You have to see this as a web page. So how to see that? That is what I'm going to tell you now. So the third thing to remember is how to view the web page you created. Okay. So third thing is how to view the web page you created. So that as a third question, how to view it as a web page. So for that, okay, first step, what you have to do is, okay, go to search box, okay, and here you type run. You have to type the word RUN, run, means running the program, okay. So search box, what I do is, I write it like this. Go to search box in the computer, start search box, okay. Then second step, type run. That is, in the search box, type run and press enter. A small box appears, okay. File name, browse, okay, cancel, okay. So a small box appears, a run box appears, okay. So the box will be like this, small one, okay. Then here you can see the file name box. Then here you can see browse button, okay button, cancel, 3 button. So by default, some file name will be here. If you want to run the same file, click OK button. If it is not your file, then click on browse. When you click on a browse, you will get a window like a save as window. Okay, you can see all the files and folders in that window. Select the location, where is your file, select that file and click on open. It will open a web page. It will open that particular web page you created. Let's see all these things in a demonstration, then you will understand better than this board teaching. Okay. So without the board teaching, you won't be able to follow this. That is what I have taught you up to this now. Let's see all these things in the system. Got it? Okay, students, don't forget to write all these things, whatever I taught for chapter 3 in the computer notebook without fail. I'll be giving some more homeworks also. Fine, you have to write it and send it to me. Fine, students? Okay, let's move on to practical session.